Hey. Butterflies might be significant. Also, the word prudence. Prudence. I kept getting that all morning. Mama Mosey Tarot, if you're seeing me, it might be for a reason. No captions, no hashtags, no trending sounds. And by continuing to watch, that means you allow me to send my guides out to catch a vibe from you, see what you need to know, what you're missing, what you're not hearing. So, prudence. And if you've not seen me before, the way that I do this is I have a few other decks face up in case I need to pull from to get clarification, but I tend to read the bottom of those decks as a general vibe as well. So we have desire, planning phase, and triggers. So off the bat, that tells me that there's some sort of desire leading you, which is a deep craving for closeness and mutual goals. But it's so much so that it's kind of it has you acting a little crazy. Not bad crazy, just like quick crazy, like fuck, ready to move in, and she got all the little hearts on the back and everything. Oh boy. We get the symbol. And I never noticed the back of this before. It's got little hearts and then the moon phases on the back. So it might be that this is something that time is involved, and you know that there is time involved. But it's like you're ignoring it. Yeah, your intuition is like, you can't, Rome wasn't built in a day. And you're like, fine, I'm going to do it though. Hey. So interestingly enough, we did get the Gambler and Wildness. So Wildness is a card of, you know what? Hold on, I'm going to get the book and read it to you. Wildness is the explosive inner self, specifically where it rubs against systems of power or control. It's where we feel like we are being or doing too much. It's what we name ourselves when we are bothering others, when in reality it's simply being alive, albeit a little loudly. So, you had Wildness and the Gambler come out, and with the symbol, it's like you're ignoring this intuition that you know it's going to take time, and you're like, nope, now, and your intuition's like, no, it's not a good time, and you're like, fuck it, now is the time. You're telling yourself that this timing is auspicious. You're letting that feeling, this desire fill you, and that's kind of clouding your intuition a little bit. So bottom of the deck energy, we had Our Lady, Mother Spirit. So 35 might be significant, the number 35, also 350. But with Our Lady, so Our Lady can represent that motherly spirit, kind of concerning like the town center a little bit. The ghost stories that you hear about the town, about the woman who cared for, this, that, and the other. The motherly spirit itself. But sometimes this can represent a mother who has passed, or the fact that you're just talking to your mom about it. But practice. Is it just that you want to be a mom so bad? And I said that, and I don't get that feeling that you want to be a mother so bad, but that you want to progress so much. You want to get to the good shit, past the small talk and past the small talk and the little things that you do in the night. Not in the night, but the little things, the little discussions that you have, the little quirks and picadillos that you find out about these people, this person, through living with them for years. But so we have triggers up here as well. We had triggers and the mixologist. So this tells me with these other two decks here that, especially with triggers, because options was under triggers, there's triggers here that you have not healed yet. And that's why this planning phase is being called for you to figure out what it is you actually want, and then use your reasoning. That's where prudence comes in. Use your logic and reason. The definition of prudence was, what was it? Being able to, the ability to use self-control and discipline with reason and logic. Self-control and self-discipline with reason and logic. So it's like knowing that you cannot fucking rush some things, but you're just like, I'm going to, though. I'm fucking going to, though. I'm fucking going to. But that takes away I want to say solidity of it. If it doesn't happen naturally, it's false. It's hollow. You know what I mean? You can't force it in quick time if it's not meant to happen that way. Yeah, you can't force it in quick time if it's not meant to happen that way. This is fate's dice. This is rolling those fucking dice, letting 437 on the timer, letting the universe do what it will, and you trusting that the universe has your best interest at heart and that you can handle whatever the universe is sending your way. If that means you need to be patient, the universe thinks you need to be a little more patient. The universe thinks that to handle this, you might need a little bit more prudence to be able to pull your weight in this relationship. You know what I mean? So that you're not feeling so down on yourself and then you end up self-sabotaging. So we had the Hermit, Bigfoot the Hermit, come out in reverse though. So this is a card of like knowing you're a majestic fucking bitch and people search the fucking woods for you for their entire lives to find a creature as rare and special as you. That's true, but that doesn't mean that you need to be sharing yourself with everybody. You don't need to push yourself on these people. These people, the right people will realize it at the right time. You just need to be yourself. Do not rush things. Do not. Okay? Yeah, Dog's the Game. Dog's the Game. Have fun with it. Dog's the Game is a card of some things, although they look childish and you might think that there is something nefarious behind it, sometimes some things are just meant to be happy and joyful. So even though you want that deep, solid fucking connection where you both can speak in a separate language to each other, that takes time to build authentically, okay? And you want to build it authentic because if you don't build it authentically, it's easily broken. So just have fun where you are when you are in this relationship. And if you're not in a relationship yet, it's literally all about you right now. No better time. There's nobody that you can, nobody's toes that you can step on necessarily, in terms of like a close relationship like that, while you discover yourself, while you go through, and the heart came out. So you're, and the heart came out, and this is a card of the stories, not that we are burdened with, but that we carry with us because they're ours. They're just ours, and we carry them with us. But because this came out, and the way I threw it down was on top of practice and Our Lady, so it might be what you have to examine. Take this time to examine why you want this so bad, why you want it to be so deep. Is it that you have problems with vulnerability and you just want to jump that whole obstacle course right there? Because that's not good either. Again, it's going to create something inauthentic. 6, 5, 7 on the timer when I look. Yeah, there's an issue here you're not getting to. You're just like, oh, it's done, it's over, it's handled, it's over. I don't need to do anything with it. But it feeds into who you are so much because we have Triangle Agency come out. And look at the theme in these cards here. Triangle Agency with the heart in reverse, the darkness in reverse. Yeah, and Triangle Agency being a card of uncrossing those lines that you've tied yourself up and related to who you are as a person and related to your lines of connection. You see how those are red lines as well? They're your lines of connection with other people. But this heart here, it did come out in reverse. You are completely, you're just trying to get right to the heart. You're trying to put the good shit, like the kind of person that eats the bottom of the fucking chocolate drumstick before they finish the ice cream and you want that reward without the journey to get there. And I'm going to tell you what, if you can get in all these little alcoves and take this person with you, it's going to be so much better. And that will create that authentic connection that you are fucking fiending for. I can feel it. An arrangement. Bottom of the deck energy. Pushing things too hard. Trying to get somebody to do something quicker than they're ready. Including yourself. Trying to trick yourself to be in something when you are not ready for it is going to have blood spurting all over the place, okay? You need to work this naturally so it can be authentic. So, because you might discover so much about yourself as you discover yourself with this person. This person might discover things about you the same time as you and vice versa. But that's what's beautiful, is the time that it takes, the time that you spend with each other, connecting and discovering things in a natural setting where it's not rushed, it's not chaos, it's not that panic, it's not the flightiness, it's not necessarily the butterflies. The butterflies are calm. They're there. And they're just creating this soft, gentle breeze. They're not fucking flapping around all crazy like, okay? So with Protective, and I'm going to pull this one too, because I feel the need. Protective and Scarecrow. Scarecrow is kind of a card of like fake it till you make it. And then Protective here, I get both with this one, because this one is protective of other people or protective of yourself, but I get both of this. With this one, I get like, you want to protect them from yourself. You think that there is this facade here, that you are faking this, and if they actually really get to know you and get down in the depths with you, that they'll leave. And if that is the case, I'm going to tell you right now, it might be painful, but it's for the best. If they cannot get into the trenches with you, they do not belong at the finish line with you, okay? But you need to be able to get in those trenches too. Send them an invite. All right, I hope this helped. Love you.